Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the quiz where the more obscure your knowledge, the better your chances of winning. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hi, my name's Dave. This is my big sister Natalie, and we're from Sudbury in Suffolk.
Couple number two.
Hello, I'm Sarah. This is my husband Kevin, and we're from Jersey.
Couple number three.
Hi, I'm Una. I live in Edinburgh. This is my friend Janelle, who lives in Peterborough.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, I'm Carol. This is my husband Tom, and we live in Buckinghamshire.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much, all of you. A very warm welcome to Pointless. It's wonderful to have you with us. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce, a comedian who once appeared alongside Arnold Schwarzenegger. So, for once, my co-host is not going to be fazed by my physique. Tweaks peck. It's my pointless friend. It is Desiree Birch.
Yes, I was confused when I walked onto set. I was like, it's the Governator himself.
Yes,
and I was like, oh,
I know.
Oh, just my friend Xander.
No,
yes.
I confuse many that way.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. What were you doing with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
It was actually an animated series called Superhero Kindergarten. So we weren't in necessarily the same place and the same time, even though we appeared alongside of each other. It was really funny because the first time I came in for an audition, they had his voice, and I really was certain it was someone doing a very good Schwarzenegger impersonation until the show was close to coming out. And they were like, I was like, oh, that's really him.
I think
cool.
I think he actually does just do a very good Schwarzenegger impersonation.
He doesn't speak like that at all. He's actually Canadian.
Yeah. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Matty and Julie got through to the final last time, and they failed to take the jackpot home with them. So we are going to add another £1,000 to that. So today's jackpot starts off at £2,250. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. Right, the only parish notice I have to read out is this. We will be eliminating the pair with the highest score at the end of each round. Keep your scores low. That will never apply to you. Best of luck to all four pairs. Our first category today is words with the same beginning and ending. Can you all decide in your pairs who wants to go first, who wants to go second? And whoever wants to go first, please step up to the podium. Now, the question concerns people, places and things that begin and end with W, Desiree.
Yes, Sander. Well, on each board, we are going to show you 7 clues to people, places, and things. We'll also give you the number of letters in each answer. Please, will you tell us which answer you think is the most obscure? And best of luck if you are playing along at home.
Thank you very much indeed. So let's reveal our first board of clues to things beginning and ending with W. Here they are. Common name for trees of the genus Salix, many species of which are often found growing alongside rivers and streams. 6. County in the east of Ireland, to the south of Dublin. 7. To remove something, such as to take money out of a bank account. 8. Term used for an infection at the end of a finger, which can be caused by bacteria or a virus. 7. A sequence of industrial or administrative processes through which a task passes. 8. Surname of Billy, the actor known for playing Mrs. Baylock in the 1976 horror film The Omen. 8. And a small open cart with one wheel at the front and lifted and pushed by handles at its rear, used for carrying things in a garden. 11. We are Dave. Welcome back to Pointless.
Hello, how are you?
Good to have... Well, I'm very well, thank you.
Good.
I was just about to ask you the same. How are you doing?
I'm very well.
Tell us more about yourself, Dave. Refresh our memory.
I work in an office. I like to play snooker in my spare time.
Very good. I mean, do you play a lot of snooker? Do you belong to a snooker club?
I go to a snooker club, which I'm a member of, but I don't go as much as I'd like to, unfortunately.
Right. Very good indeed. Now, Dave, things beginning and ending with W on the board behind me. What would you like to go for?
I think I know a few of them. I'm going to plump with the actor from the film The Omen and go with Whitelaw. Billy Whitelaw.
Whitelaw is what we're going for. Billy Whitelaw. How many of our 100 said that? Billy Whitelaw is right. And down it goes to 10. That is a terrific answer and a terrific start.
That was a fantastic answer, Dave. Billy Whitelaw, also the star of The Stage. The playwright Samuel Beckett wrote especially for her, calling her the perfect actress.
Thank you very much indeed, Desiree. Sarah, welcome to Pointless. It's great to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
I like travelling. What makes me happy most is to go off in our camper van with our rescue dog, Wilf, and of course, Kevin. Instead.
Good save, good save.
Thank you. We've just come back from the Pyrenees. We've also been to Switzerland this year.
Did Wilf and the camper van go with you to the Pyrenees?
They did, yes.
Very nice indeed. Just wonderful. Sarah, what are you going to go for on our little board here?
I think I'm going to go for the term used for an infection at the end of a finger, and I think that might be a Wicklow.
A Wicklow. Shall we see if that is a Wicklow? How many of our 100 said it? Oh, I'm so sorry, Sarah. That scores you 100 points.
Yes, unfortunately, Wicklow was not the answer we were looking for there. I will give you the correct one at the end of the round, though.
Thank you very much, Janelle. Welcome back. Great to have you with us again. Tell us more about yourself, Janelle.
I live in Peterborough with my husband, and now that I have some free time, I've been getting in touch with my musical side.
Oh, have you?
Yes, I've been collecting vinyls. We got left some by my husband's granddad, and I've also picked the ukulele back up after a couple of years of not playing it.
Oh, this is good. You play along with the vinyls.
Oh, I wish I could. I'm not very good at it, but I enjoy it, so...
Well, that's good. Excellent. Very good indeed. Now, Janelle, what are you going to go for on our board?
Out of the ones remaining, I think I only know 2, so I'm going to play the top one, the common name for the trees, and say willow.
Willow, says Janelle. Let's see how many of our 100 said willow. Willow is absolutely right. Well, 100 is our high score, 10 is our low, and 53 pretty much in the middle. Willow. Well done.
Yes, a salix tree, a source of salicylic acid that is used in aspirin and other pain relievers derived from the willow tree.
Thank you very much indeed. Carol, welcome back to Pointless. It's great to have you here. Tell us more about yourself, Carol.
Well, I'm a bit nervous because I'm going on my first cruise. And
You're nervous? You're not nervous about Pointless or having to give an answer from this board of things that begin and end with W, but the prospect of a holiday on a boat.
Well, it's because I used to be in the RAF and I went out with the search and rescue helicopters, and we were taken out into the North Sea and basically winched down onto an RAF launch and then dumped in the sea in a life raft. But I was so seasick in the life raft, I had to jump overboard and hang on by the rope.
Oh, you poor thing.
I know.
I think cruises, I'm sure, have stabilisers, don't they? Depends who you signed up for. If the company was the Fleet Air Arm, then maybe it's a different kind of cruise.
There's a reason I joined the RAF and not the Navy.
OK, there we are. Right, now, Carol, you are the last person to have this board. Would you like to talk us through it? Fill in the blanks.
OK. I don't know the second answer. The third answer is withdraw. I'm not sure about the next one, and the last one is wheelbarrow. So I'll go with money out of a bank account and say withdraw.
Withdraw, says Carol. Let's see how many of our 100 said withdraw. Withdraw is absolutely right. I'm sorry, Carol, that's a high score. 82 there for withdraw.
Yes. Actor Reg Varney, best known for playing Stan on the sitcom On the Buses, was the first person to make a withdrawal from a cash machine in the UK in 1967. So let's go ahead and clear up the board. Now, the highest one that is still remaining on the board after withdraw would have been wheelbarrow, which you were correct about. That would have got you 75 points. The sequence of industrial or administrative processes through which a task passes. Any guesses at that, Xander?
Workflow.
That is exactly it. It is workflow, and that was our lowest score on the board at 9. So that leaves the ones that were confusing everyone.
Right. Well, the Irish county is Wicklow. County Wicklow.
Yes, that is correct. That is where Wicklow should have gone and scored 22, which means term used for an infection at the end of a finger, which is very specific, is whitlow with a T.
So wit with a T.
Still would have given you 15.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed. Well, let's have a quick look at those scores. We're halfway through the round. 10, the very best score of the past. Very well done indeed, Dave and Natalie. Then 53 is where we travel up to find Janelle and Una. Then up to 82, where we find Carol and Tom. And then up to 100, where we find Sarah and Kevin. Oh, that's annoying. But, Kevin, you're not too far ahead. This is a remediable problem. So good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? Let's put 7 more clues to people, places and things that begin and end with a W up on the board, and here they are. The capital city of Poland. 6. Surname of Ben, the actor who provides the voice of the titular bear in the 2014 film Paddington. 7. A sudden strong gust of cold wind blowing offshore from a mountainous coast. 8. To separate grain from chaff, especially by tossing it up so that air currents blow away impurities. 6. Title of a 1979 UK Top 40 single by Kate Bush. 3. US President Wilson, who served in office from 1913 to 1921, was usually known by this first name. 7. And word that follows black, brown, red and false in the names of types of spiders. 5. Tom, welcome back to Pointless. Great to have you with us a second time. Tell us more about yourself, Tom.
Well, I too was in the Royal Air Force, and when I was a very young man, I was fortunate enough to be selected to be a member of the British Joint Service training team training the Zambia Air Force. And I lived in Livingston, 7 miles from Victoria Falls.
Wow.
And in the dry season, a group of us walked out across the top of Victoria Falls up to the main flow, about 100 metres.
Wow, which normally would have water cascading over it.
Yeah, there were little pools of water. You had to check there were no crocs in, but
yes.
It was fine.
Wow. Hazards everywhere you look in season. Tom, you are on 82, which means 17 or less gets you into the next round. How do you like this board?
I'll go for the US President, Woodrow Wilson.
Woodrow Wilson, says Tom. Let's see how many of our 100 said Woodrow. You get a red line and everything. Woodrow Wilson, absolutely right, Tom. Oh, this is very good. 40. I think you've done enough there. That takes your total up to 122.
Yes, well done, Tom. Woodrow Wilson. He was born Thomas Woodrow Wilson and was awarded the 1919 Nobel Peace Prize for his role as founder of the League of Nations, which was set up to ensure peace after World War I.
Didn't that go well?
Yeah, yes. Yes, splendidly, flawlessly, without a hitch.
Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Una, welcome back to Pointless. Terrific to have you here again. Tell us more about yourself.
So I'm originally from Ireland. I live in Edinburgh, and I really love to travel. I actually met Janelle on my travels 10 years ago.
So where did you meet?
We met in New Zealand, in Wellington. So I had just moved there, and I didn't know anyone. And we got set up by a mutual friend on a kind of friendship blind date, and we hit it off and stayed friends.
And here you are on podium 3 of Pointless. I mean, wow, the road from New Zealand to Pointless.
Exactly.
Now, Una, you are on 53, which means 68 or less gets you through.
OK. I know a few. I think I'll go for the second one and say Ben Whishaw.
Whishaw, you say, for the actor who provides the voice of Paddington. Here is your red line. Let's see if Whishaw gets you below that. Whishaw is right, and you are through. Very well done indeed. Round 2 awaits. 19 for Whishaw, taking your total up to 72.
Yes, Una, you're very well through with Ben Whishaw. He is also known for playing Q in the Bond film, starting with Skyfall in 2012.
Thank you very much indeed, Desiree. Now then, Kevin, welcome to Pointless. Good to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
I'm Kevin from Jersey. I've been married to Sarah for 30 years now.
Ah.
I also work as a volunteer at Durrell Conservation Trust in Jersey.
What does the Durrell Conservation? Is that a wildlife?
It's set up by Gerald Durrell way back when, and they do lots of work in the field, but the zoo itself is about generating income and bringing people in and educating them. There's the lemur pontoon, and the lemurs come down on the rope, so you have to make sure members of the public don't feed them crisps and things.
Is it lemurs where you actually have to make sure... They kind of have to take sandwiches and things out of their bags even before they go into the enclosure? Because lemurs...
Yeah, well, yes, well, we're standing there because they can...
You're going to have that. There you are. In you go.
Thank you.
Now, Kevin, you are on 100. We have to find a score of 21 or less on that board to get you into the next round. How are you feeling?
I was feeling very confident with Ben Whishaw. I just have to go with Widow at the bottom there.
You are going to go for Widow at the bottom. Shall we see how many of our 100 said Widow? Here is your red line, Kevin. Widow's right. 75. Takes your total up to 175.
Yes, Kevin, unfortunately, in this case, a lot of other people also went with widow. Black widow spiders are the most venomous spider in North America. Their venom is about 15 times stronger than rattlesnake venom.
Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Natalie. Welcome back, Natalie.
Hello.
It's terrific to have you with us again. Tell us yet more about yourself.
I'm from Sudbury in Suffolk, and I'm a head chef in a residential care home for the elderly.
Very good indeed. When your chef's whites are hung up and you've left the care home, what do you like to get up to?
I've got lots of things that I like to get up to, but one of the things is I like surprising my boyfriend with booking holidays, much to his annoyance.
Oh, wow, it is annoyance.
Sometimes
hang on, you don't go on these cruises that Carol's scared of.
I will watch TV and I see something that I would like to go, and I think I'd like to go there, and I'm looking up it. One of the places I went to just recently was Iceland on your recommendation.
And did that annoy him?
No, he loved it.
Phew,
but
good.
he's like, would you not liaise with me and tell me where we're going?
I know, but you want it to be a lovely surprise.
It is, yeah.
There we are. Now, Natalie, you're on 10. It does not matter what you score. Dave set you up beautifully. Would you like to talk us through that board?
I only know two. Top one is Warsaw. And, well, I don't actually know two. I know one for sure. But I'm going to take a punt on the Kate Bush one. Wow.
Wow, it has to be. Let's see. How many of our 100 said wow? No red line. You're already through. Wow is right. Down it goes to 12. Very well done indeed. 22, your total, the lowest total by a margin.
Yes, I am surprised at how few people of our 100 said, wow. Yes, that is exactly what goes there, even if you don't know the song. The song, though, did reach number 14 in the singles chart, and it's from her second album, Lionheart. Let's go ahead and clear up the rest of that board. You were correct, Natalie. The capital city of Poland is Warsaw, which would have scored a whopping 77, so well avoided on that. Let me ask you, because I know that you'll definitely know one. Okay, so tell me which one.
Winnow, which is to separate grain from chaff.
Yes, that is definitely true and would have scored 9, so another really low scorer. Now, the one that no one knows, it happens to also be our pointless answer. It is Willowa. A strong gust of cold wind blowing offshore from a mountain coast that can sometimes reach speeds up to 140 miles an hour.
Thank you very much indeed, Desiree. That brings us to the end of our first round, and it means we have to say goodbye to our first pair, Kevin and Sarah. Still a picture of health. We'll see you next time. We'll look forward to seeing you then. I'm sorry about Wicklow. Kevin and Sarah, brilliant. For the remaining 3 pairs, though, it's now time for round 2. Well done, everybody. We just cruised through that last round. Best of luck, everybody. Our category for round 2 today is English literature. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and our question concerns words of 4 letters or more in the titles of novels by 19th century authors, Desiree.
Yes, we are looking for words of 4 or more letters found in the usual short titles of published novels by the following 19th century authors.
Thank you very much indeed. So I'm going to read the names of these authors. We'll put them up on the board. And we are looking, as you know, for words of 4 letters or more in the titles of novels by these authors: George Eliot, Jane Austen, Anne Charlotte or Emily Bronte, Mary Shelley. Natalie, we come to you first.
Hi. This is a round that is not good for me. I'm just going to go for a really random word and just hope it's in a title somewhere.
OK.
And go with with.
With. With. Let's see how many of our 100 said with. Oh, no! It was a very good 4-letter word.
Yes.
And a crucial one for people thinking
Thought
of
it might
what
have
they're
been
gonna...
in there somewhere. But...
Well, yeah. Anyway, 100 is what it scores, I'm afraid.
Shockingly, with is not in any of our titles. I will, in fact, give you correct answers at the end of the round, though.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, Una.
OK, I have a few words, but I'm starting to second-guess myself. I'm going to go with park.
Park. Park. Shall we see how many of our 100 said park? Park is right. Look at that. Down it goes to 4. Very well done indeed, Una. Park.
Yes, Park is a word from an 1814 Jane Austen book. A 2007 TV adaptation saw Billie Piper play the main character, Fanny Price.
Thank you very much indeed, Carol.
Well, after my epic fail in the last episode, I'm going to play safe, so I'm going to go with prejudice.
Prejudice, says Carol. Shall we see how many of our 100 said prejudice? Just how safe is that? Prejudice is right. Oh, it is quite safe. Down it goes to 21. Very well done indeed, Carol. 21 for prejudice.
Yes, prejudice is a word from an 1813 Jane Austen book, her second published novel. An early first version of the book was called First Impressions, which do often involve quite a bit of prejudice, actually.
Yeah, I bet. Thank you very much indeed. Well, before we come back down the line, shall we have a quick look at those scores? Una, very well done indeed. 4, the best score of the pass. Then we travel up to 21, where we find Tom and Carol, then up to 100, where we find Natalie and Dave. Dave, you never know what's going to happen in the next pass, but a lovely low-scoring answer from you will be crucial in any event. So good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? So, Tom, we are looking for words of 4 letters or more in any title by any novel by any one of these 19th century authors. You are on 21. 78 or less gets you into the next round.
I'm going to say heights.
Heights, says Tom. Heights. Here is your red line. Shall we see if we can get you below that with heights? Heights is right, and it gets you through. Very well done. Look at that, down to 15. Very well done indeed, taking your total up to 36.
This word comes from Emily Bronte's only novel. A letter from 1848 from her publisher mentioned a second novel, but that has never been located.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, Janelle, you're on 4. 95 or less is what we need from you.
This is not a good board for me, but I'm going to go with Eyre, like Jane Eyre, E-Y-R-E.
OK, air, says Janelle. There's your red line, Janelle. Let's see if we can get you below that with air. Air is right. Down goes air to 6. This is incredible, taking your total up to a lovely round 10.
Yes, it was definitely a good enough category for you there, Janelle. So air is a word from an 1847 Charlotte Bronte novel. Queen Victoria wrote in her journal that she read the book in question to Prince Albert.
Very nice indeed. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Dave, I'm afraid there will be no red line for you, and it's not for the nice reason of last round. I'm afraid you are the high scorers in this round. What are you thinking of?
I was going to say air, actually, but I'm going to go with a wild guess, double 100 club or pointless answer. We'll go for poor, P-O-O-R.
P-O-O-R, poor. Should we see how many of our 100 people said poor? Is it correct? No, I'm afraid. There we are, 200 club. So there we are, that's fun. You are our newest members. Congratulations, Dave and Natalie.
Yes. So let's go ahead and have a look at some of our pointless answers there. For George Eliot, you could have said Adam Bede from the novel Adam Bede, and Daniel from Daniel Deronda. For Jane Austen now, we have Susan from another novel, Lady Susan, and Watsons from another unfinished novel, The Watsons. For the Brontes, you could have had Professor, as in The Professor by Charlotte Bronte, and Shirley, also by Charlotte Bronte, as well as Wildfell from Anne Bronte's The Tenant of Wildfell Hall. And for Mary Shelley, you could have had Faulkner, her 1837 novel, Valperga, her second novel, and Warbeck from The Fortunes of Perkin Warbeck. Well done at home if you got any of those words.
Thank you very much indeed, Desiree. That brings us to the end of our second round, and it means we have to say goodbye to Dave and Natalie, our high scorers in this round and latest members of the 200 Club. We'll see you again next time. Look forward to it. Dave and Natalie, thank you so much. For the remaining 2 pairs, though, it's now time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, Una and Janelle, Tom and Carol. You are now one step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £2,250. But let's see, just before we play the head-to-head, if we can't throw some more money into that jackpot by finding a couple of pointless answers. So here goes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many film animation sidekicks as they could. Desiree.
Yes, please. On the board, you will see 6 options. 4 are the names of sidekick characters from animated films, 2 of which are scoring and 2 of which are pointless, and 2 of them are not film animation sidekicks at all. £250 go into the jackpot for each pointless answer.
Thank you very much indeed. So, can you find the 2 pointless animation sidekicks from these? Hey Hey, Uggy, Yoko Geri Kokomi, Toad, Pikachu, Gigi. Does anybody know anything?
I haven't got a clue.
Pikachu will be scoring.
Yeah.
Pikachu.
Toad might be one.
OK, Una and Janelle,
Hi.
I'm going to come to you first. What do you think?
Yeah. We'll try Hi Hi.
You're going to go for Hi Hi. Shall we see if Hi Hi is an animation sidekick, a pointless animation sidekick? Definitely a sidekick. Oh, one person knew Hi Hi.
Hard luck.
Bad luck.
Then Tom and Carol, see if you can find one of those pointless sidekicks.
What do you want to go for?
We'll go for Uggy.
You're going to go for Uggy. Let's see if Uggy is a pointless sidekick. No. Ah, well.
Unfortunately, Uggy is the Jack Russell Terrier sidekick in the live-action film The Artist. So a sidekick, but not an animated sidekick. And Hey Hey is Moana's rooster companion in the film Moana and scored 1. So, Xander, are there any of these that you think you might know?
What about Gigi?
Gigi is indeed a pointless answer, Xander. Gigi is the black cat companion of the young witch Kiki in the Studio Ghibli film Kiki's Delivery Service. There's one other pointless answer on that board that was mentioned, I think, in the conversation, and that is Toad, Mario and Luigi's sidekick with a mushroom-like head in the Super Mario Brothers movie. So we know that Pikachu is a scoring answer. Yoko Geri Kokomi is a type of a sidekick in karate. Congrats if you got any of those pointless answers at home.
Thank you very much indeed, Desiree. And bad luck, we didn't find any pointless answers. But there we are. Let's go ahead and play the head-to-head. Now, the first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for the jackpot, and you are now allowed to confer before you give your answers. Best of luck to both pairs. Here is our first question, and it is all about people who went to Yale. Desiree.
So for this round, we are going to show you 5 pictures of people who studied at Yale University. We have also given you each person's initials as an extra clue. Please tell us the person you think the fewest of our 100 recognized. Good luck if you're playing along at home.
Thank you very much indeed. So let's reveal our 5 Yale alumni. Here they are. A-R-L. B-J-F. C-R-G. D-E-N. And E-H-C. There we are. Una and Janelle, we come to you first.
I think we're going to go for D, Edward Norton.
D, Edward Norton, say Una and Janelle. Now then, Tom and Carol, can you talk us through that board?
I don't know who A or C are. B is Jodie Foster and E is Hillary Clinton. So...
B.
Yeah, we'll go for B, Jodie Foster.
B, Jodie Foster. Una and Janelle went for Edward Norton for D. Shall we see how many of our 100 said Edward Norton? Edward Norton is absolutely right. That goes down to 23. Meanwhile, Tom and Carol have gone for Jodie Foster for B. Let's see how many of our 100 said that. Jodie Foster. Jodie Foster is right. 59 for Jodie Foster. Well done. Una and Janelle, after one question, you're up 1-0.
Yes, of the ones you knew, Tom and Carol, that was the better choice of Jodie Foster. She was presented with the Yale Undergraduates Lifetime Achievement Award in 2018. And Edward Norton, you would have thought School of Drama, but he actually studied history at Yale. So if we want to go ahead and clear up the board, you were correct, both of you, to avoid Hillary Clinton. Quite recognizable. She would have scored you 83 points. Now, we have 2 answers left, both of which were low scores and one of which was pointless. The third one that no one knew is Roxane Gay. She studied for 2 years at Yale before dropping out. And our pointless answer on the board is Robert Lopez. He is the co-creator of Book of Mormon and Avenue Q. And in 2018, he became the first person ever to get a double EGOT.
Right, thank you very much indeed. Now, here comes your second question. Tom and Carol, you get to answer it first, but you've got to win this one to stay in the game, so good luck. Our second question is all about dice games.
Yes, on this board, we're going to show you 5 clues related to games which involve dice. Please give us the answer you think is the most obscure.
Thank you very much indeed. So here come our dice clues, and I give you a fantasy tabletop role-playing game developed by Gary Gygax, which uses a 20-sided die, DAD 837, a popular casino game in which players bet on the outcome of a pair of dice, C5. Game of strategy played on a map of the world in which players attempt to capture territories with the results decided by dice rolls, R4. Board game where players answer quiz questions in categories like history and geography to acquire wedges to win, TP77. And game named after the Latin word for I play, in which players race their tokens across a multicoloured board according to the rolls of a die, L4. There we are. Now, Tom and Carol will go first.
OK. I think we'll go for the third one down and say Risk.
Risk, say Tom and Carol. Now, Una and Janelle, can you talk us through that board?
So, first one is Dungeons and Dragons. Can't think of the casino game. The quiz questions is Trivial Pursuit. And I think maybe the last one is Ludo. Do you want to just chance that? Yeah, we'll chance Ludo.
Ludo. So we have Risk versus Ludo. Tom and Carol have gone for Risk. Let's see how many of our 100 said Risk for the middle one. Risk is right. That goes down to 36. Meanwhile, Una and Janelle have gone for Ludo for the bottom one. Let's see how many of our 100 said Ludo. 60 for Ludo. Very well done indeed. Tom and Carol back in the game. After 2 questions, it's 1-1.
Yes, very well done. To go ahead and clean up the rest of this board, all of you very well avoided Trivial Pursuit, our fourth answer, which would have given you 63 points, our highest on the board. And of course, once you hear the phrase 20-sided die, you know the first answer is Dungeons and Dragons, which would have scored you 35. And Xander, I fancy you probably know.
Craps.
That is correct indeed.
Yeah.
And had you known that one missing answer, you would have gotten our lowest scorer, which got 29.
Thank you very much, Desiree. Now, here comes our third question. Whoever wins this decider goes through to the final and plays for that jackpot. Best of luck to both pairs. Our third question is all about buns.
Yes, it is. Keep it clean. We're going to show you 5 clues, each of which is an anagram for words that can go before the word bun to make the name of a type of foodstuff. Please unscramble the anagrams and tell us the type of bun that the fewest of our 100 people knew.
Thank you very much indeed. So can you unscramble these types of bun? Here they come. Mr. Ace, Leeches, Sky Tick, Conman In, and Arc Turn. There we are. Now, Una and Janelle will go first.
Yeah, you go. We'll go for the second one and say Chelsea.
Chelsea, say Una and Janelle. Now then, Tom and Carol, can you talk us through that board?
No.
Well, we were going to say Chelsea.
We were going to say Chelsea.
OK,
Yeah.
top one, cream.
OK, cream. So we have Chelsea and cream. Now, Una and Janelle have gone for Chelsea. For leeches, shall we see how many of our 100 said Chelsea? Chelsea is right. 11 for Chelsea. Meanwhile, Tom and Carol have gone for cream. Shall we see if that is right? For Mr. Ace, how many of our 100 said cream? Cream is right. Cream goes to 41. There we are, Una and Janelle. Very well done indeed. After 3 questions, you're through to the final 2-1.
Yes, between the two of you, you got our lowest and highest scoring answers on the board. The cream bun scored 41, the Chelsea scoring 11. I'm so very glad that you chose Chelsea bun because cinnamon bun would have got you twice as many points at 22, and that is our 4th answer on the board. Xander, do you know what the other two are?
Currant at the bottom.
Yes, which was our 2nd lowest scorer at 17. And the middle one?
Sticky.
Yes, you are just Sticky. Sticky is our middle scorer at 32.
Thank you very much indeed. That means the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round is Tom and Carol. We'll see you next time, and we'll look forward to then. I mean, you've been brilliant today, through to the head-to-head. Let's take it one step further next time. Tom and Carol, brilliant. For Una and Janelle, though, it is now time for our pointless final. Congratulations, Una and Janelle. You fought off all the competition and you have won our coveted Pointless trophy. You now have a chance to win our Pointless jackpot. And at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £2,250. Obviously, for you to take that jackpot home, we're going to have to find something on that board that you like the look of. What would you love to see?
Film would be good. Geography, like world geography would be good.
Yeah.
Maybe food and drink.
OK, shall we have a look? Let's see what's on the board. Well, we have Antipodean politics, eSports awards, Belgian jazz and pop, and the Oscars in 2023. What do we think?
The Oscars.
Oh, yeah, we'll go with the Oscars.
Oscars 2023.
So, for this, we will be looking for the title of any film that received an Oscar nomination in any category for the 95th Academy Awards held in March 2023. So that is for 2022 films and includes named films for which an individual or individuals were nominated for an award in any category. Or we are looking for the name of anyone who was nominated for at least one acting award at the 95th Academy Awards held in March 2023. Best of luck in the studio and to anyone playing along at home.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, as always, you've got up to a minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of those answers to be pointless. If you find 3 pointless answers, we will throw in a £500 bonus. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
OK, let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
OK. There is an Irish film nominated called Colleen Kuhn.
OK.
I think that's a good
Brilliant.
one. There is a guy nominated in Best Supporting for a film called Causeway. I think that's good.
Brilliant.
Causeway.
OK.
Women Talking.
OK.
Could be good.
Yeah.
Living, that movie.
Living. Oh, yes.
Could be good. Triangle of Sadness.
Oh,
could be good.
Yeah, that is good.
OK, I think definitely on Colleen Kuhn. Causeway, for sure. Maybe Living. I'm trying to think of who else.
I mean, you're much better at films, but these all sound great.
OK. There's also The Whale. After Sun.
Yep. I thought
After Sun could be good.
Yeah, I thought Dune as well, but I wasn't sure if.
No, that was the year before, I think.
Okay.
So I think maybe Women Talking.
Women Talking.
And Colleen Kuhn and Causeway.
All for the first category?
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 seconds left.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
OK, cool.
OK, let's go for it.
OK, you're happy. Should we stop the clock?
Yes.
There we are. Let's bring up the lights. Now, what 3 answers can you give me?
So all from the first one,
All
we're
from
going to
the first
say
category.
on Colleen Kuhn,
On Colleen Kuhn,
Causeway,
Causeway,
and Women Talking.
Women Talking. Of those 3, which is your best shot at a pointless answer?
Maybe Causeway,
OK, Causeway we'll put last. Least likely to be pointless?
maybe on Colleen Kuhn.
And Colleen Kuhn, and then Women Talking goes in the middle.
Yeah.
OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order. And here they are. We have on Colleen Kuhn, Women Talking, and Causeway. Well, they look terrific on the board. We will find out shortly just how terrific they might be. If one of these is pointless and wins you that jackpot, you'll be leaving here with £2,250. What would you like to do with that, Una?
I think for part of it, we'd like to go to like a Michelin restaurant, just have a really nice dinner.
Oh, that's a lovely idea.
And then I want to go to Vegas next year with my friend Sandra, so a bit towards that would be nice.
There we are. Very nice indeed. Janelle?
My husband and I want to go to Jamaica next year.
Lovely.
So
very
put it
good.
towards that.
Well, very best of luck. Let's see how these answers do. In all three cases, we are looking for films nominated for an Oscar in 2023. On Colin Kuhn was your first answer. Let's find out how many of our 100 people said that. Might on Colin Kuhn win you £2,250? Well, it's right. It just has to be pointless. On Colin Kuhn now takes us down through the 20s, through the teens, into single figures, still going down. £2,250 is yours! Look at that, very well done indeed. On Colin Kuhn was a pointless answer, which means you are taking home the jackpot of £2,250. But, as I said, if you find 3 pointless answers, we will throw in a £500 bonus. So let's just see if any of these others are pointless. Women talking is your next answer, same criteria. How many of our 100 people said women talking? Well, as you knew, it would be. It is right. If it can follow on Colin Kuhn and be pointless, then we are 2/3 of the way there. Down it goes, still get down. Yep, very well done indeed. You got a second pointless answer, which puts a lot of pressure on Causeway. Causeway was the answer you had no hesitation putting last. You thought this was your best shot at a pointless answer. Let's hope that holds true, because if it is, it'll win you that £500 bonus. Causeway. Causeway's right. Well, as we know, on Colin Kuhn and Women Talking were both pointless. If Causeway joins them, you win that £500 bonus. Down it goes. Yes! You've done it! Very well done indeed. Causeway was another pointless answer, which means we can add the £500 bonus, and you are now taking home £2,750.
Absolutely incredible, Una and Janelle. I think you can go to a couple Michelin-starred restaurants now, actually. So let's have a look at some other pointless answers you could have said. There is All Quiet on the Western Front, which won 4 Oscars, including Best International Feature Film. The Banshees of Inisherin, 9 nominations, no wins. Top Gun Maverick won for Best Sound, and Women Talking, Sarah Polley won for Best Adapted Screenplay. In fact, everyone was pointless apart from the following films, all of which scored points. That is Elvis, The Whale, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Tar, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, Living, and RRR. Moving on to acting nominees. Andrea Riseborough for Best Actress nominee. Ke Huy Quan for Best Supporting Actor winner. Michelle Yeoh, Best Actress winner. And Paul Mescal for Best Actor nominee. Again, there were plenty of pointless answers. The only scoring answers here were Angela Bassett, Jamie Lee Curtis, Austin Butler, Brendan Fraser, Cate Blanchett, and Colin Farrell.
Thank you very much, Desiree, and thanks once again to our winning players, Una and Janelle, who take away today's jackpot of £2,750. Join us next time when we'll be putting more obscure knowledge to the test on Pointless. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Desiree.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.